Here is the exact funnel that we are using to scale different sort of coaching programs and companies to over $50,000 per month using what I call the bamboo funnel. This funnel will actually print you more money than any funnel you could think of, you could heard of, and you have applied or executed in your own business. Now, if you think that running just a simple webinar funnel or running a VSL funnel or handing out free lead magnets to those freebie seekers is enough for you to go to $50,000 per month, then I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to be crushed like cockroaches in the market out there. Because right now we are sitting in a trust recession. It is impossible for you to just run a simple ad, grab their number, and call them to close anymore. You need to have different sort of pillars. Exactly within this bamboo funnel, you're going to need 3 pillars, which I'll explain to you in this video. Combining together these 3 pillars will make you a funnel that nobody can replicate, nobody can copy in your industry. And you can use it not just to scale beyond 50K per month, you can use this exact process to scale beyond $250,000 a month as well. I'm assuming that you are a coach, consultant, a course creator, or in general, you are running a marketing agency or an education business doing less than $10,000 per month. This would suit you. This would apply best in your situation. Using this exact process, me and my clients have generated over $50,000 to $100,000 a month consistently. Okay. So this is the exact gap that we need to fill in your exact business to go from less than 10K per month to 50K per month. Okay. So the core 3 pillars that you need to go from 10K to 50K per month is traffic mechanism, nurturing mechanism, and then conversion mechanism. And I have given you specific KPIs that you could use to hit if you want to go to $50,000 a month. Okay. We'll start right from the traffic mechanism. Most people think that getting paid traffic, cold traffic, towards a landing page with something to sell on like a sales page or to get them to register for some sort of a webinar or some sort of an offer like a book a call offer would be sufficient enough for you to acquire that traffic. No. The best thing about running different sort of funnels for your coaching or agency business is that it is no longer about running ads on social media. The social media has now become interest media, right? For the last 2-3 years. So you have to make your both organic and paid content around those specific interests, those specific topics that the buyers in your industry, not just any traffic, any audience in your industry, but the buyers in your industry are seeking. Okay. For example, if you're watching this video, you are seeking a funnel that you could use to make more money, right? You are looking for what could be the best funnel for me that I could use or that I could leverage to scale, right? Exactly think of it like that. And you don't want to just come up with something that you could use on one platform. You have to have multiple branches of your presence on different social media platforms. Ideally, to make generating traffic easy for you, we have to aim for 100,000 views per month. This could include paid advertising views as well. This could include organic advertising views as well. But hear me out. This is not about just getting views on what you are selling. This is about getting views to get someone to consume something, right? Whether it is coming from organic, whether it is coming from paid traffic, doesn't really matter. The idea here is that you need to have long form and short form content structured for both organic and paid advertising so that you could use it to get to our target, which is 100K per month. All you need is 100,000 views per month using paid and organic social media. You could use ads, you could leverage organic social media. Out of that 100K views, all you need is 1,000 leads a month. And from 1,000 leads, your goal is to just get 20 clients. If let's say you are selling something for $2,500. If you're selling something for $1,000, then definitely you need 50 clients. But imagine, I'm going to make it so easy for you that achieving these 3 numbers, 100K views per month, 1,000 leads a month, and getting 20 clients. Let's say you're selling something for $2,500. That's your ticket price. How easy would it be? I'll explain that to you, okay? So the traffic mechanism, what you have to do is you have to come up with ideas. And ideas doesn't mean like any sort of ideas. It means you have to research in very detail using AI or using your own mind, or you could have a team or an agency to do it for you. Is what are specific topics and what are specific trends doing wonders organically on different social media platforms for both long format and both short format as well. Plus, we have to add another thing into it, and that is called textual post. Okay. So for the long format, definitely you would go on YouTube, search out different keywords that would make sense for you in your niche, and you would try to find out which are the top performing videos in the last 90 days that someone has posted and it went viral. And you have to replicate that idea. You have to replicate that idea from that particular content, a piece of content, and make it for yourself, right? Same you gotta do for short form. If someone is doing wonders on organically on Instagram or TikTok, you gotta take that exact idea and make your own short form content around it. And same goes for textual. What are some of the posts that are getting the most amount of views, comments, likes, engagements on, let's say, Facebook or Instagram? It could be like someone telling their transformation, how he was a, let's say, a blockbuster driver to where he's standing like now making millions of dollars, which is a usual format that we use in the coaching industry, right? Or someone just sitting on a podcast like with someone with a high authority person and explaining to them or answering their question, right? If that format is going viral for you, you have to come up with those ideas. You need at least 30 ideas per month for short format, and you need at least 10 ideas per month for long format content. And the textual you could use, you could just consider 10 as well. Like every 3 days you have to post something textual, and I'm talking about organic here. And what you would do is, we are just talking about organic. Whatever the top performing short format, long format, and textual post is going to be for the month, you take it out and you run ads on it. You don't have to run ads and just let AI, let Meta suck in your money and or you put your money in a trash bin while you are standing aside it. You have to first test out what is getting you the best amount of views, engagement, and quality audiences organically before you get on a pedestal and you start running paid ads on it, right? So maybe organically you won't get to that 100K views goal, but once you test it out organically, that will give you sufficient data to test and to brainstorm and to think which one should I run ads on, right? And what you would need in here is you'd have to come up with the production team, right? You'd have to hire someone to do your video editing. You'd have to hire someone to do your thumbnails. You would have to hire someone, a writer, a copywriter, or a content writer to help you with the hooks, right? What hooks should you use for that particular piece of content that you are replicating from for someone else's ideas? And then you would need to do some sort of search engine optimization for each, and you have to, what should be your thumbnail, what should be your description, the first comment, all that good stuff. And this is what the production system consists of, right? Other than that, you need a whole infrastructure that you could use as a system in your business. One, to schedule everything, and two, to manage everything. Scheduling becomes easy with platforms like High Level or Buffer, but when it comes to content, that would be a hassle for you. So one tip I would give you here is that just, knock out all the short format and long format videos in one single day, a couple of hours. You could have all the scripts ready, like let's say in a week or whatever time frame. And then you just sit once, shoot it out, send it to your editors, designers, and they're going to do the rest of it. They're going to schedule everything. So now this whole traffic mechanism, the pillar that will get you to $50,000 a month, now this pillar is working like a well-oiled machine, so that you are not working in the business, but instead you're working on the business, right? Now from those 100K views, I'll give you one example of how we are going to turn those 100K views into leads, okay? For example, someone in my industry is talking about AI, and they posted a reel on Instagram that got 500 comments. 500 comments of people asking for some sort of a blueprint, some sort of a roadmap of how they can make money with AI, right? That person in the reel came up with a very good hook, turned that into a valuable short format video content, piece of content, and then added a call to action at the end of that video to comment something, the word, and then I'm going to send you something that will make you more money, that will make your life easy, whatever, right? 500 people said, okay, I want this. Now, those 500 people are becoming your leads actually. So now imagine if you have 30 different short formats rolling out every single month and you are doing your research first on how and what exactly you're going to be posting, it will become so easy for you to get to that 100K level, right? And even if you don't get 200K views organically, definitely you could use paid ads to do so. But the second step is very important. Getting those leads is not a problem. Leads in 2025 and 2026 and beyond is not going to be anybody's problem, right? Just put in more money, more time, and more energy, and you're going to get leads, right? So now, out of 100,000 people who watch your content on social media or whatever, using organic or paid, we want to get to at least 1,000 leads. So if every single short format or long format that we roll out have a call to action in it, you will easily get to 1,000 leads every single month. Now you don't want to just convert them into buyers immediately. This is what the biggest mistake in the industry is going on right now. When somebody gets a lead, they rush towards selling them. They miss out this education step, this nurturing step, the mechanism which we call nurturing mechanism, which is why they struggle to close deals effortlessly. They struggle to close deals on high ticket prices. Okay, you cannot get someone to watch your video, get their number, and call them to sell on a $5,000 or $10,000 program. It is impossible anymore. So what you need to do in the nurturing mechanism in order to educate them before you even try to sell them, because initially these traffic that you are getting, they don't know about your products yet, right? All they know about is that you have something going on for free. So now you have to take that lead from free and to make them like an educated or an informed lead about what you are selling. So initially on social media, you do not have to do the selling. You have to do the selling of something free. It's still a transaction, we agree, but it's a transaction that could occur for free, right? Let's say you just want them to give you their email or their number. But you do not have to sell your main thing, your high ticket thing, right in the content that you are posting out, okay? So this content would just mean sending something to someone or getting them to give you their number so you could help them out for free. And once they receive that free help, then you're going to nurture them continuously. You're going to educate them and tell them what you have going on and why they need it and why now is the right time, okay? The number one thing that we are using right now to nurture those leads is we just use communities, right? I'll give you a detailed example now. I run a short format content on Instagram and I ask everybody to put a word in the chat. The moment they put a word in the chat, an automated trigger would or workflow would be triggered that would DM them the link of my free community that they can join. Ideally, I would suggest you use free if you are selling to general public. And if you are selling to the rich people, then definitely you should go for paid community, okay? And then now this structure is becoming more automated. Now this is making it more easy for you to kind of not just take care of the traffic mechanism but also take care of the nurturing mechanism, right? So automatically you are getting those people to join those communities where all you're doing is just giving value. You have different sort of textual posts, long format, short format, whatever, but this long and short format has to be different from this one. This is aiming to just get views from people and turn them into leads. Now, this form that you need, the content here you need, is going to be the exact way you would turn those 1,000 people into educated leads, out of which 20, 50, whatever the number is going to be to hit you $50,000 would take them, okay? So let's say in that community you are posting one long format video every 3 days or one short format every single day. That would have a different call to action than what you would have rolling out on social media, because this you are doing it for leads, right? So let's say you come up with sort of a webinar, you come up with sort of a Q&A live session, and every single day short format that you post inside of that community would be, I'm doing a free webinar, I'm doing a free live session at that time. If you are ready, sign up, go to this page, just opt in or whatever, right? Those people who are signing up for that demonstration asset that you have going on are those educated leads and believers that are ready to pay. But still, you don't have to just go ahead and ask them. You have to walk them through that nurturing mechanism, be it a webinar, something, a challenge, a Q&A session, a group coaching call, or just a session on how you help everyone, how you help people, right? This could be sort of a presentation as well. But while you are doing those specific call to action in this step, you also have to give value for free out there. Textual posts would be easy for you. You could use AI, you could use ghostwriters to come up with this for you. But these demonstration assets you would need for yourself. Another thing which is very important, as you have noticed, in every single pillar that we have in this bamboo funnel, we have different systems. For the content funnel, the traffic funnel, we have content infrastructure, and we need a system to schedule everything. For the nurturing mechanism, we need a system for our community that would give out value and educate those leads on autopilot without needing you, right? Definitely you would need teams here. You could use AI as well, but the best thing here is just put in more of your energy in the most leveraged tasks. For example, you do once a week webinar. Now it is taking you 1 hour. But if you close, let's say, 2 people at the end of that webinar, your hourly rate for that webinar is going to be $5,000. If one product or one service that you sell costs $2,500, right? You need a follow-up system as well. A lot of this could be done by just having a very robust team, and this is exactly how we help you as well. What we do is we come in, me and my team, we plug in this exact bamboo funnel into your business, completely done for you, so you don't have to scratch your head about how to go about it and how to do it yourself. If you want to learn more about it, book a call below and we'll jump on a call one-on-one and go over how we might be able to help you. Okay, so this infrastructure, this system would help you kind of nurture those people automatically. And the third thing, the conversion mechanism that you would use, I'm so much in love with this that I can't, I'm super excited to talk about this basically. The best conversion mechanism that is working right now for the people who are educated in your industry is what we call high frequency webinars. How often should I do a webinar? And the answer to that is, if you can, every single day, right? But it's impossible. Nobody could do a webinar a day for the rest of their life or for the extended period of time just to get to $50,000 a month. It's not worth it, right? Ideally, if you're starting with less than $10,000 a month in revenue, I would suggest you start with 2 webinars a week and go from there. Right now with our clients, we are doing 3 webinars a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No weekends because it's summer. When it comes to weekends, you're going to do one in summer and then 2 in the working days, okay? In these high frequency webinars, you have to again educate them, give out so much value that it becomes impossible for them not to become your buyer. Okay? Now, you are not doing these webinars for those 100,000 people. You're doing these for those 1,000 leads who are showing interest in what you do, join your community, consuming something for free, and these webinars are also about, sort of helping them. Here, this could be a Q&A session as well. This could be a value-based presentation as well. This could be a group coaching call as well. Group closing call, not coaching call, my bad. And then what you have to do is, other than doing just webinars, you need an appointment setter, just one setter, to kind of go ahead into the community, reach out to those 1,000 leads that are signing up every single month, and book a call with your closers. You do not have to convert them right away. Okay, if you have a webinar that is just redirecting them to a checkout page, again, I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to be crushed like a cockroaches here, because you have to turn those webinar attendees into calls on the calendar of your closers. Okay, you have to turn those people who join those webinars from those communities into meetings. Now, this meeting would just become, how do I send you the money for the sales closers? But you do not have to do it on the webinar, just because you're going to get a lot more people to sign up to buy from you if you're doing a call after the webinar instead of just redirecting them towards a checkout page. Okay, this appointment setter would go into the community, reach out to people, and book your closers 30 calls a month. And this 1,000 leads that you are doing for webinars, let's say 300 people show up to the webinar in a given month. In a given month, not just one webinar, let's say in a given month, right? When you're doing 2 webinars a week. Out of 300 leads who are super ready, super interested to learn from you, would eventually turn into 30 self-booked calls a month. This has to be a live webinar. It can't be just an automated webinar, okay? And then what you gotta do is not just booking 60 calls a month, you have to get another 40 calls. So you have to eventually turn those 1,000 leads into about 100 calls a month, 10% lead to call booking ratio. And the way you do it is just using retargeting ads. You could use FAQ videos, you could use value dense post, you could also use integrate with the retargeting ads, you could integrate retargeting email marketing. After the jump off this specific webinar, not this one, because this is a demonstration asset. You are demonstrating people how you help. In this webinar, this is sort of a value-based webinar or a closing webinar, direct closing webinar, which is ultimately booking them onto your closer's calendar, your salespeople's calendar. So this is how we get to 100 calls a month. These calls, the fact that you cannot ignore, are the people, those 100 meetings that you have on your closest calendars, are those customers, those leads who are just going to jump on a call, ask your closers a few questions, and then ask a question, how do I send you a wire or how do I pay? They're not going to jump on these call, these 100 people, and ask, okay, so what do you do? Tell me more about yourself. It's not going to be the case. And if you dial this process accurately, it's impossible to get at least 20 of those people out of those 100 calls that you book every single month, right? It's impossible for you not to close at least 20 clients every single month. All we are doing throughout this funnel is we are making it reasonable for you to get to that number. And if we can summarize all of this funnel into one single word, and that I would say more energy. You have to put more energy every step of the way, which most CEOs, most founders, most company owners want to avoid. They want to have automate everything. And this is why this struggle. They believe in the funnel, they don't believe in themselves. If you put more energy in each of these steps, you're putting in more energy in terms of rolling out social media content. You're putting in more energy in terms of nurturing, educating those people. And then you're putting more energy into closing those people. And then you are not just asking them to pay you, you are asking them to book a call. And out of that, if you get just 20 clients, imagine you have a $50,000 a month business. You get 50 people, your closing ratio here is 50%. Ideally, right now we are standing at 40 to 50% closing rate, but this is a bare minimum for you. If you don't get to at least 20% close rate, if your closers can't convert out of 100 meetings into 20 clients, I don't know if you could even name them a closer or a sales rep, because they are not, right? If you want to implement this in your business, exactly the way I've described it to you, there's a link down in the description, the first link in the description. Click on it, book a call with us. We'll go over, we'll give you a demo, exactly what we are doing here, of how this will be implemented in your specific business and how it can take you to over $50,000 per month, completely done for you. And you will only pay us when you get to that level, okay? If you want that, click the link below in the chat, and I hope this video makes sense to you, helps you, adds a bit of a value into what you're doing, and just go ahead and apply this in your business and you'll do wonders with it.